Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. May the 4th be with you. It is Thursday, May 4th, 2023. Joe Biden is doubling down on his crypto mining tax, and Kennedy is fighting back. We have that, more political news today in Web3. Welcome back. If you're watching on YouTube, do me a favor, subscribe, click the bell icon. And also, if you're listening to this on podcast form, if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, click the 5 stars and leave us a comment. It helps us get the word out. It gives people confidence to click on the show. Let's get into today's headlines. The Biden administration is doubling down on their 30% mining tax. This proposed tax would impact digital asset miners beginning in 2024 and require such firms to pay Uncle Sam based on their associated electricity costs, starting out at 10% in 2024 and ticking up to 30% in the following years. And in this doubling down on this tax, thinking that it's a great idea, they show you some facts about U.S. residential property electricity consumption. And they put out this handy-dandy little graph here. And according to this chart, the number one use of electricity in people's homes is refrigeration, followed by lighting, then televisions, and then crypto. I need to put a caveat here that this is all, they say estimates, it looks like guesstimates, because they have this, you see this little histograph wick thing here? This is a range in which they are saying that crypto mining is falling into. They don't really know. Also, I want you to look at this graph and notice that they're splitting refrigeration and freezers into two categories. I don't know anybody who thinks of a refrigerator and a freezer as two different things that is not refrigerating food, but apparently this is two separate categories, making crypto, their guesstimate of crypto electricity consumption, even higher. Another thing I want to point out about this fact that they're putting out is that they're not saying that only 21% of all United States energy consumption comes from residential property. So that means 1/5 of all of the electricity consumed in the United States is from homes. So that makes this crypto number, this guesstimate that they put out, even smaller. And the other thing that they're not pointing out is that the lion's share of electricity used is for heating and cooling. How much is the lion's share? Well, in 2015, they estimated that 55% of all electricity used in the United States was for heating and cooling. The rest of the percentage comes from water heating, appliances, electronics, lighting, and so on and so forth. And that's 45%. So 55% of the 21% is just heating and cooling. And crypto is buried still somewhere around the 4th, 5th, or 6th place, depending on how you look at these numbers and their estimates, their guesstimates in energy consumption. I don't know why they're trying to make crypto mining look worse than it is. I mean, this is obviously a very big stretch. Honestly, it's just fabrication of what energy is being consumed in households. I think it's dishonest, and honestly, shame on them. You know who else says shame on them? Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who is running for president against President Joe Biden. He says this is a mistake for the United States government to hobble the industry and drive innovation elsewhere. Biden's proposed 30% tax on cryptocurrency mining is a bad idea. He also argued that the United States financial regulators are waging an extra-legal war on crypto. He also has strong words against CBDCs, saying that they're ultimate mechanisms for social surveillance and control. Kennedy's favorable ratings have surged around 14% in the past week. He is now favorable at 39% to 25% people viewing him unfavorable, which is right on the coattails of President Biden. Moving over to our European neighbors. The French Senate Committee on Economic Affairs recently approved an amendment to pending legislation allowing registered cryptocurrency companies to hire social media influencers for advertising and promotional purposes. Now, this is a big change from their original idea of an outright ban. This new wording still has to go through the Senate and then reach the National Assembly before it gets ratified. But this new wording seems to be the one that they're going to be moving forward with. Let's see if it passes. Are you a crypto founder, CEO, and you're looking to establish your company somewhere in the world? Well, most people are talking about New York City or Berlin, even San Francisco, Los Angeles, Miami, but no, a lot of people don't talk about this place, which is now the number one most crypto-friendly for Bitcoin cryptocurrency entrepreneurs. And that place is Lisbon. In a recent report that anonymously surveyed 68 heads of companies whose founding members are European in origin and are also headquartered in Europe, half of them say that Lisbon is in their personal top 3 most relevant crypto hubs in the world. Again, like I said, followed by New York and Berlin. The most cited reason for Lisbon being on the tippity top? Well, that's because they have a strong DeFi community and favorable tax laws. If you guys remember, we had a little bit of issue with OpenSea, their listings, and somebody gaming and front running the market. This person's name was Nathan Chastain, and he was the former project manager at OpenSea, who was in charge of which NFTs would be featured on the website. Basically, which NFTs would be on the homepage saying, boom, here we are, there's new NFTs, go buy them. Obviously, if they're featured there, the price would probably go up, which is what he was doing, is front running the whole thing. He was the person in charge, so he knew that he was going to place certain NFTs on the homepage, and he bought them first, placed them there, and then cashed out because number went up. Because of this, he was charged with wire fraud and money laundering on June 1st in connection with these allegations. And just yesterday, a jury convicted him of the crimes. Now let's get into those crypto prices and some pricing news.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
And moving into some market news really quick, we have some interesting fluctuations within some certain tokens. Wall Street Bets Steam token plummeted 90% as an insider dumps their treasury holdings. Apparently, they dumped around 334 ETH worth, or $635,000. Currently, the Wall Street Bets, the WSB token, is down 71.5%. However, its greatest drop was around 90% loss. And on the heels of yesterday's Sway mainnet launch, we're looking at the Sway price. It is sitting at $1.34. It's up 3.5% in 24 hours. But I do want you guys to know and point out a couple of things about this token. And so what I want everybody to notice and take a look at is the circulating supply of the Sway tokens and the maximum supply. Basically, only 5% of the tokens are out. They're just throwing tokens into this ecosystem. And even though the market cap is going up 150%, you're not seeing that reflected in the price. It's just basically, there's just so much damn supply. So before you ape into this token, now this is not financial advice, obviously, but I would say before you ape into this token, you want to buy some, or you want to see where this price goes. I think we need everything to even out, because Binance is going to be distributing another 40 million Sway tokens. And so what is this going to do? Is going to make the supply go up? Is there actually going to be actual money going in there, or is it going to drop the price? So I would just wait and see how this evens out. You might miss some big gains. However, you could avoid some major, big losses. The time is 10:02 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, and we have Bitcoin sitting at $28,774, up 1.4% in 24. Ethereum's at $1,886, up 1.5%. Tether's number 3. Binance is at 325, up 0.6%, and USDC is number 5. Rounding off the top 10, we have XRP, Cardano, Doge, Matic, and Solana. The total market cap is $1.18 trillion. We have a BTC dominance of 47% and an ETH dominance of 19.1%, and that was our show today. I'll see you back tomorrow. And until then, happy hodling, everyone. Hey everyone, the bull run is coming. It's coming quick, and you need to be up to date on everything that's happening in the Web3 space. So please follow us on Twitter and like, subscribe, share these videos so we can keep you up to date daily on Web3 news.